Hey there guys, Dex here, and welcome to the final episode of Aspen Diaries and the final episode or video to air on this channel. It's sad. It's been coming for a while now, but all good things must come to an end. So today, we're going to be doing a bit of a town tour and looking around at what we've accomplished in the past 14 months, I would say, of Aspen Diaries episodes. Now, you probably know I started this episode when I was already making this town, but, I've probably documented about 90% of my town's gameplay and stuff. Or 90% of, like, I would say the, accomplishments here. Like, things we've built and all that good stuff. So first things first, we're gonna take a look at my badges, because those are one big part of New Leaf, honestly. That's one thing to get excited about, checking out our big accomplishments. And badges are pretty big accomplishments when it comes to this game. Now, I'm going to really quickly switch the screen layout so I can show you guys my dream address in case you want to ever come visit this town in the future. Then do it while you can, because I know Nintendo's... chances are they might be looking at discontinuing the 3DS's internet. I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the badges, which we actually do have plenty of. The only one we're missing, like, even a bronze of, is Street Pass, because, well, I guess it makes sense. Nobody's really using their 3DS anymore, especially with Animal Crossing. I did have the Street Pass badge in previous Animal Crossing games, but that was when it was more popular, and using a 3DS was more popular. Like, I would bring it to Disneyland with me, but nowadays, there's no really true way to get it anymore, so... Let's start off with this one. We have the Gold Bug Catcher Badge, the Master Bug Catcher Badge, a badge for only the most avid bug catchers, which means we've caught more than 5,000 bugs. And as for this one, same thing, we've caught more than 5,000 fish, so we got the Gold Master Angler, a badge for the most avid anglers and fishing masters. Now for diving, I haven't been doing that much. I guess I've been desensitized to New Leaf diving ever since New Horizons made it way easier, but we basically caught more than 200 sea creatures. And as for everything in our encyclopedia, we have completed everything. We have basically caught every bug, every fish, and every sea creature. And I made sure to catch each of, like, the last ones in my videos, basically, so that's nice. Anyway, so we also have the Balloon Master badge, which is basically where we've popped more than 200 balloons, a badge for the most avid balloon hunters in the world. Then we have the Silver Medalist badge, meaning we've earned more than 2,000 medals on island tours, a badge for players who love island tours and medals. And this one is Gardening Specialist. Now, this is a gold badge for planting more than 500 saplings, and I'm gonna be honest, I just basically took fruit. My cat's rubbing on my microphone, sorry if you're hearing that. But I basically just took a bunch of, like, fruit from the island tours, and just, basically all I did was plant them and then dig them back up. It took a while, but it was actually kind of an easy way to get this badge. Now for weeds, we have the Beautiful Town, so we didn't really get much out of this badge. But we did actually get we actually did get the badge for 500 plucked, so that's nice. And we've saved more than 10 million bells. We have about 50 million, more than 50 million in our bank right now. We weren't able to make it to 100 million, but that's okay. And this is the first gold badge I earned when playing this game. You can hear my cat meowing. A badge for players with a total mastery of turnips. It means getting an over 10 million bell profit from turnips, which does take a while, but I bought all my turnips like at once. I did a lot of selling online, and that's how I basically got that one. Master Shopper is also an easy one to get gold of, because once you unlock Gracie's shop, you can just buy stuff there, and it's really easy from there to get the badge within like 4 days of the shop opening. And then we have the Refurbishing badge. Honestly, I just wanted to get it myself. I wasn't actually going to use the refurbished furniture, I just wanted the badge because it looked kind of cool, and I hadn't gotten it in previous games. So we have the silver one for refurbishing, I think, over 100 items. Catalog Maniac Bronze, so probably only bronze because I don't want my random villagers to give me random items, I guess. Happy Home. We actually have more than 150,000 points, despite how much of a mess my home is. Must have been the Feng Shui, must have been the expensive furniture, probably. KK Slider Diehard. We've seen more than, I think, 100, it's either 80 or 100 KK Slider shows, which means that we have one of the, which means that we're basically a diehard fan. And as for this, we've been helping out our villagers so much that we got, the gold badge for Town Concierge, a badge for players who never stop helping others. We've helped more than 300 villagers. And as for this one, I also just did this on a random day. This one's also kind of easy to get. You just have to have some time and patience, maybe about 2 hours of your day, and you can spend enough time buying letters and mailing them to villagers, and you'll basically get the badge for 200 letters. And now for Good Host, hosting different people around town, a badge for players who've hosted a lot of town guests. Oh, that's another one I didn't get. I didn't get the one where I visited a bunch of other towns, because that was 100 towns visited. Didn't really do that. Dreamer, a badge for players who've experienced a lot of dreams. Yep, I did visit quite a few dream towns, including that one named Aquayabs in one of the episodes in the 60s. Like, episodes of the 60s, meaning between episodes 60 and 69. Definitely check that out if you get a chance. It is a very beautiful town. And as for this one, a badge for players really into playing, we've played more than 200 hours. I'd say we're closer to 500 than 200 now. But yeah, that's basically it in terms of badges. Now first we're going to start the town tour on the top side of the river. So first we're going to go over here. This is what I like to call the cottagecore area, based on like the bamboo, the cedars, this little log bench right here, the bus stop over here with the clovers that I put. And I figured it would be a good idea, and I feel like other people should take this into consideration when making their own town, to put a pitfall seat up here, because no one's ever really going to be walking up here. If a villager does, that's on them, not me. But basically, there's just the pitfall seed there to avoid any other ones appearing later on. Hopefully, as long as, again, no villagers appear. And we got this garden rock right here that we put in, too. And, yep, lots of shrubs, too. I figured this is a nice spot. I planned on initially, like, making this a dirt path, but, basically you can wear down the grass by running on it a bit. But, I didn't have too much time for that back then, so, you know. And here we have our beloved house, which I think we should actually go ahead and tour right now. The middle of the house is basically just storage, actually. I mean, the first room you walk into, it's kind of all over the place. Laptop, you got the original lantern back here that Isabel gives you. Cicada, you got a I'll come back here, actually. So if any villagers want to walk in later on, I'm gonna try and avoid them, I guess. So we got the ice furniture series up here, which is probably the reason for most of my HHA points that I showed you in the badges. This is a snowman. I believe we got this because we made a perfect snowboy. Way back when, I think. I don't know how long ago that was. We have the magic lamp up here. We have a shirt hung up. A few flowers. I think I just put them up here to get later, but I forgot. We do have a few villager photos, like Blanca's picture. I'm pretty sure we got that after we got every single villager's April Fool's Day, or we found out every single villager's April Fool's Day, like who was fake and who was real. You can go watch that video to get more information, but yeah. Born on February 8th. Every face tells a story. And then up here we have Jingle's thing, but let's pull it down so you can see it. Sorry about that. I should really think about where I put some of the stuff. Jingle's picture. Born on December 24th, favorite saying is, sometimes haste makes waste. Yeah. It's what they, it's like what everyone says. You don't want to rush things, the end result will not look as good as you wanted it to. We do have a few photos up here, too. Photo of Rod, for example. His birthday is August 14th. Favorite saying is, if you can't beat him, work him harder. Or work harder, work M harder, I don't remember. Mira's picture. Born on July 6th. Favorite saying is, always help a friend in need. Perfect. And then we got this thing right here that we got from Snow Tyke back in the winter again, when we built her entire family perfectly. We basically got this really cool thing that you can basically mess with for fun. I actually didn't know I could do this beforehand, so I'm just kind of messing with it right now. But it is really nice. I mean, you can see the tree in the back, too. Anyways, that's it for the icy room. And now we're going to go into the room on the left. We don't have a basement, by the way. I was planning on getting one, but we don't have one for now. So we're just going to go into this room on the left here and see what it's all about. This is the spooky room. This is what I put in after Halloween. That Halloween episode was my biggest episode yet. We have all the pumpkin heads. The yellow one, Jack's pumpkin head. The purple one, the green one, the red one. Very nice. Very nice. I don't think I got all the spooky furniture, nor did I get all the creepy furniture. But I did like this skeleton right here. Kind of silly, you know. And then we got, like, these stones. And a cauldron. And I think a magic ball. Pretty spooky. Creepy clock. Giving me Haunted Mansion vibes. And we got all this other stuff, you know? It's actually kind of fitting. Halloween is coming up again, actually, you know? Less than 2 months away. October is actually, like, my favorite month of the year. Because, like, there's so much cool stuff happening during October that I just love it, you know? So, yeah. And then we go up here, and this is the room I actually tried decorating kind of well compared to the other rooms that we've seen. Kind of like a nice little room to just chill out and relax. Turn on the TV, which appears to be the news channel right now. I don't really know anything about, like, what channels appear at what times, but it is pretty cool. And we have some spaces. We have a maple bonsai, blue roses, this thing, that makes an odd noise, 4-leaf clover for good luck, which actually gets a decent amount of KK points, KK song. Oh, that's KK Gumbo. Basically, you take a giant clamshell to Cyrus and a song, and he'll make it into this kind of nice little song, you know? It's pretty neat. And then we got a lamp, we got sunflowers, we got a tea set, and we got some books here for some nice reading, a desk for work, which you can only stand at. We got a nice little bird here. I don't know what to name him. Still been thinking of one. We got LED screens, clocks, all that nice stuff. Kind of just a nice room to chill out, kind of. I would say, think of like... No, I don't think of that. Never mind. Just a nice room to generally chill out with, you know? I don't know if anyone actually has a room like that in real life, but, you know. And this was an attempt at getting a feng shui room, but I did not know how to do it. I did it back... That's why I named the episode where I did this, like, inferior interior. Not inferior, like it's... Like, feng shui it's bad, but it's because the way I did it was bad. Because there's not really anything in the middle. There's just stuff on, like, the right. I couldn't figure out where to put, like, certain colors. It might have clashed a bit, you know. Maybe I needed to look up more ideas online before doing that video. But, you can see that we put the green things in the south, the red things in the east, and the yellow things in the west, basically. As said. But I guess I didn't put any things in the middle because I don't think it would account for feng shui anyway, so yeah. And then the main room, I'll go back into detail on this more. We got a cicada. We got like a cicada stereo, I think it's what it's called. Basically, this is one of the awards for getting more than 80 points from a bug during the bug award. During the bug tournament, yeah. This is a lovely phone where you can basically check your fortune for free. Hello, this is the automated fortune-telling telephone service. The fortune today for Pisces is, if John appeared in your dream, you should buy turnips tomorrow. Go to bed early, don't miss out. The item that will bring you luck today is a rock and roll top. Well, until next time. Probably not really rock and roll. I mean, maybe. No, it's definitely sporty. This is definitely sporty, not rock and roll. It's Saturday, so I guess it makes sense that tomorrow would be more about Joan. Anyway. We got this lovely chocolate cake. Instead of eating it, I used it for decoration. I think it looks nice. We got a coffee maker. Bug zapper, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Then we got the original lantern over here. The first thing you get as a furniture item from Isabel when you get your house, I'm pretty sure. And then a candle, which is actually, I think, the only thing lighting up this room right now, so maybe I'll do that and see how it looks. One thing I really, really like about this game... Oh, by the way, well, I'll tell you about it later, but I'll keep showing you these other things. We have mannequins for all of our stuff, like this. Don't really know much about this. But... I guess I just fit it however I wanted it to. You know, but... We have 3 mannequins. You can get 4 mannequins. I forgot how you get the 4th one, but, yeah. This is kind of my general fall outfit. That's the Santa outfit, you know? Really nice. We have a Wii balance board back here. I don't remember if we got that from Wisp earlier, if I put that there, but I think that might have always been there. We got a nice little metal guitar fits me pretty well. We have toilet out in the very open. A pink one at that, with a bunch of crazy buttons. Looks like Ice Bear's toilet from that one We Bare Bears episode. And we got another instrument over here. We have a nice... Looks kind of like a patriotic kind of patched sofa, I would say. And a lot of things hung up. Yeah, again, this is being used for storage. I mean, that clock is inaccessible, basically, in front of that mannequin. But anyways, as I was going to show you, I thought it was really cool how if you leave your house, like, the lighting inside is still kind of the same when you look into it. It's still that kind of golden color, you know? So we're going to go back inside and I'll show you again. It's kind of like that nice, like, kind of beige to kind of like a weird kind of brown gradient. So we're going to turn the candle on now, and now we're going to leave again, and you'll see what I'm talking about real quick. It's a little brighter than it was earlier, even though you might not have been able to see it right away. It is a little brighter. Now let's continue on with... Why don't we go up to Main Street real quick, and then we'll go to the rest of town. I just want to show you guys real quick, I did unlock every single thing at Main Street. So basically, here's how Main Street starts off. You start off with the museum. You still have the museum. You start with the photo booth. This has a garbage can in front of it, and it's run down. This place is also usually run down, boarded up. This place is closed off, kind of run down as well. Nook's Homes is open. The post office is open. TNT Emporium starts off as a shack, basically, like a shack, called Nookling Junction, I'm pretty sure. Then Shampoodle is like covered in vines and stuff. There's no opening here. I don't know if there are stairs, but they may have been closed off. Able Sisters have always been here. Kicks, no, not as much. There's like something else there, like a picture or a painting. And then this bench is always there. But now we have Kicks, the shoe shop. Kicks the shoe shop. We still have the Able Sisters. Shampoodle, which is where we can change our hairstyle. TNT Emporium, which is... I'll go in there right now and showcase it to you. It's much better than, like, any of the past upgrades, you know. Of course, that's how it's supposed to be. The gardening shop, by the way, used to be one building, but then it merges with the 4th upgrade, and then becomes just part of the 5th upgrade. So it kind of stays the same size, although it does sell more stuff. And over here we got our nice little essentials. Songs, papers that I would buy for the postmaster badge, clock, megaphone, net, all that good stuff. And then we can go up here. We also have that kiosk on the right for ordering furniture, which is what I did a lot back then. And then this is the furniture section. I'm already a big fan of this clock I'm looking at right here. They have a couple hung up items for sale. And then they have 5 random pieces of furniture down here that they'll sometimes advertise if there's a sale and stuff on the bulletin board. And then 2 pieces of wallpaper, 2 pieces of carpet, and then all that good stuff. And then for the big part that only comes with this upgrade is Gracie's Boutique. With very, very, very overpriced furniture. 80,000 bells for a sofa. You can definitely see what I'm talking about. But this doesn't exist in New Horizons anymore because, well, overpriced furniture just finds its way into the Nook's Cranny now. Instead of, the, Gracie's Boutique, basically. Like, you can buy, like, a computer server for, like, 130,000 bells in that game. But, you know. One thing I never understood in this game is the opening and closing hours just randomly varying. Like, you'd think it'd get better over time, but it just kind of fluctuates. Like, Nookling Junction is 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., but then the next upgrade is 7 a.m. to 12 a.m., and you're like, wow, it must get better from here. And then Super TNT is 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., which is, compared to 17 hours, is just 11 hours. You know, sucks. Then over here we got Club LOL. I think it's called something else in, like, the UK versions. I don't remember what. You can tell me if anyone in the UK is watching this video, please feel free to tell me. It's closed right now, it's not noon yet, but, and we also got the Dream Suite for when we want to go visit, Dream Towns. And then I guess we'll go in here. I haven't really been in here much, but this is, once you get 20 fortunes told by Katrina in her tent in, Main Street, you can unlock the, fortune teller's shop, which means you can get your fortune told every day, instead of just once a week. So that's a neat part. Also, the price has been severely upped from City Folk. City Folk fortunes were only 100 bells. This one's 500. Inflation hits hard. Ah, yes. It is coming to view. While the planes sleep at midnight, 1, 2, counts the president of Nook's Homes. Bell is not plants. From this place I can see the signs. Oh, yes, I can. I see good fortune upon wealth. Rock and roll top. This item will be the key to truly unlocking your good fortune. I just forgot I already found that out when I looked at the lovely phone in my house. So I didn't really need to come here too much. Oh, this is a rock and roll top, isn't it? I guess it is. I thought it was some kind of sporty top, like football captain kind of thing. But I guess I'm already wearing one. May happiness find you and yours, and remember that bad times are just times that are bad. So luckiness based on wealth, eh? Does that mean that... I'll have to test that out at some point. But yeah, we basically got all of Main Street unlocked. Now back to the actual town tour itself. And for this next part, I'll really quickly flip my camera screen again so we can show you guys. The map, basically. So, on the top right to the bottom left, we have Rod's house. All their houses are kind of like on the right side of town, kind of like in a nice residential area. Rod's house, Astrid's house, then Chatter, Coco, Avery, Mira, Gale, Wolfgang, Benjamin, and Cookie. All their houses pretty neatly packed into that little corner down there. Which is honestly kind of nice, honestly. I think I got lucky with that. Because most of those people most of them didn't just move in randomly there. They just kind of, you know. Well, they did move in randomly there, actually. That's what happened. They moved in there randomly. So we actually got a nice, perfect spot. But anyways, we got white and blue roses down here for the riverside. As long as with our house surrounded by purple and orange tulips. It used to be surrounded more by red and white roses, but I changed that later on when I got the more rare flowers. Then we have blue and yellow roses down here, and yellow and white roses surrounding the cafe around here. And we have a nice hammock up here that I made back in October of 2022 for like the fall season. Looking pretty nice right now. Surrounded by white and yellow cosmos, along with a bunch of trees and stuff. Rod's house is definitely one of the most decorated ones out here, you know. Especially with the yellow and purple tulips over here. Kind of a similar kind of design idea, just with different flowers, you know. Purple and pink flowers, tulips right here, and that's basically it for the top part of the town. And now we move on to the bottom part of the town, the big part of town. The tons and tons of white and blue pansies that I made around here for the windmill area that I put here back in January, which I think was actually a really nice idea. I like how it turned out. Yeah, I had tons of blue pansies laying over. You can tell based on just how many there are. And then, not too long ago, I put red and black lilies over here as some type of design idea. I don't know. I wanted to integrate as many flower types as possible into here. I think it worked out pretty well. Violets, red and black lilies, blue and black roses. You know, I think it worked out pretty well. The yellow and blue violets are surrounding Gale's house, basically. The red and black lilies are surrounding Coco's house and Chatter's house, as well as somewhat Avery's house. The blue and black roses are surrounding Mira's house. These white roses, along with this kind of general area over here, are surrounding Wolfgang's house. And then we have these white and black tulips down here with a small picnic area you can just relax around. I think it was a good idea to do that too. And then we have a nice bench for the residential area for people who want to sit there, which is actually taken advantage of quite often. And then up here, we got our couple ponds. One right next to retail, and one right here near the residential area. Blue and black tulips over here, and then I actually got these gold roses. Did I say blue and black tulips or roses? I meant roses over here. Gold and purple roses over here. I actually got these gold roses legitimately by changing ordinances and watering the wilted black ones with a golden can. And that's how I basically got those. To get these gold roses over here. I figured I would integrate them some way, even if it weren't too many. And then up here, we have our little nice orchard surrounded by numerous different flowers. Red and white pansies for the peaches over here. Red and yellow cosmos for the pears. Purple and white violets for the oranges. Yep. And then up here, just for this small space up here, I put violets up here. I didn't want to curve the path around there. I figured it would make it a bit awkward. And then over here, I liked the idea of putting pink and white carnations around retail. I figured it would really fit the general theme of retail, especially with like the heart door and how carnations kind of signify the whole, love thing or love theme of the place, Down here we have red and white tulips with, I think it's called a hot spring. Yep. And then this area is just empty. I think this is the most barren part of the area. It's Cookie's house. I probably could have decorated it a little bit more with the pink and white tulips that I had down there, but it's okay. Now we have this area down here. This one was made early on to the series back in August of 2022. The lighthouse area with red and white tulips, basically. And then these island fruits, persimmons. Well, persimmons come from TNT Emporium, but you get the idea. Lemons, mangoes, durians, and likies. I don't know if that's how you say that. Were always up here, but however, the white and pink roses surrounding them were not. The white and pink roses came in around April when I wanted to make something that kind of fit the theme of the cherry blossom season, which does happen in April. White and pink roses, some shrubs, using a silver axe to cut down some trees and leave some rare stump patterns. And I could pick them up if I wanted, pick the flowers up surrounding the stumps if I wanted to get rare flowers at any point. We have some red and yellow roses surrounding the campsite. And then this area has been changed a few times ever since I started. So for one, we had this flower clock always here. We put that in back in September when we got a perfect town. Actually, we're going to check real quick. Do we still have a perfect town, actually? I do want to see. It'd be really nice if we do. I think we do. I just want to see. You want to know how satisfied the citizens of Aspen are? Sure thing, here's what the Citizen Satisfaction Committee had to say. Woohoo! What a glorious town! Pave wants to just sprawl out right here and caress the ground. Viva Aspen! The survey also says the citizens feel Aspen is the best town ever. They never want to leave. Let's both do our best to ensure that Aspen is always a clean, happy place to live. Alright, alright. Perfect. So we do still have a perfect town. We've had one since September, and that's when I put this flower clock in front of the town hall. And then this area down here has been changed a bit. There used to be an instrument shelter here, but I got rid of it for the pyramid area. Same with, like, there used to be a Stonehenge right here, but I got rid of it, put in the pyramid area again. The Stonehenge area was really expensive, though. The project is like 598,000 bells. Kind of crazy, Big deal. We have the campgrounds over here that I barely ever visit. And then up here are all the rare flowers that I never really used in any of my projects, including Jacob's ladders, white carnations, different colors of roses, even more blue pansies than I thought I would even have. And yeah, all that stuff. And we just have a lone garbage can up here in case I need to quickly throw away something, so... And then up here we have orange and black cosmos, surrounded by a tulip topiary that we put in back in May. We have the police station right here. We have more orange and black cosmos going down here that I didn't really extend out too much since I didn't have too many of. And another open area here. I didn't really put any use to the rocks in my town at all because I wasn't really interested in using them too much, so And then we have the plaza area, very nice, wide open, with the perfect fruits surrounding them. I think it was a good idea to do that. So whenever a villager asks for perfect fruit, I can just shake one of those trees. And one thing I forgot to mention was the cafe over here. I know you guys already saw it. Or did I mention it? I might have. But yeah, we have the cafe right here, surrounded by all this stuff. And also the wind turbine right here. The normal villagers always talk about how happy they are with how eco-friendly that makes the town, So, now, let's check out the beach. The beach is full of, non-hybrid flowers for future projects. Like, I think almost every kind. White lilies, yellow lilies. The red lilies are gone because we used them up near Chatter's house. And we have white cosmos, yellow cosmos, red cosmos, white roses, yellow roses, red roses, yellow tulips, red tulips, white pansies. Not too many of those because I used them in the project up there. And then we don't have any white tulips because I already used all of them up also. Yellow pansies, red pansies, white violets. Most of the yellow violets are gone because I used them up near Gail's house, I'm pretty sure, with the blue violets. And tons of purple violets, and then remaining carnations, and then what I was planning to do with all these pink lilies over here that you can see, along with random, like, black roses and black lilies that I probably should have moved up to the area with all the rare flowers, you know, so, yeah. And I think, did I just cover have I covered everything? I think I've covered everything. I forgot. We do have this area up here with, the tulips and cosmos that I made back in January. It's a nice little walkway through the, town's area. But yeah, I think that'll basically be it for the town tour and the last episode of the series. Very sad that all good things come to an end, including the channel. Now, this is the last video I will ever be uploading on this channel, because I need kind of a new fresh start. I kind of did some wrong things with this channel back then, including the freaking sub to, like the, sub for sub thing way back in like when I was 11. So this my channel subscriber count is more like 445, not 745. But I still like to thank all of you for subscribing to this channel and keeping my motivation going to continue this series for as long as I could. When I started this series, I thought, man, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it up too long. I got a lot of schoolwork, I got all this good stuff. I have all this crazy stuff going on. I don't know if I'll be able to keep it up. But you guys helped motivate me into making this one of the greatest towns I've ever made in the history of playing this game. I've played this game more than any other game. I have more than, like, 2,500 hours into this game total, and this is the best town I've ever made. And it's mainly thanks to your guys' motivation, your ideas, and everything just in general. I gained about 130 to 140 subscribers in the time I made this series, and honestly, I couldn't be more grateful for you guys. I have a new channel in the description, if you would like to subscribe to it, where I will be posting Animal Crossing stuff still. I don't know how much, but it'll be kind of like, I'm going to start posting my lo-fi music there. No more lo-fi nerd decks. I'm going to post other gameplays. I'm going to post random nostalgia videos and all that other good stuff, if you're willing to subscribe to that one for the future. But that basically will conclude this series. And really, thank you guys for watching so much. I couldn't have done this without you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.